Hearing_bot is here saying blah blah.
All right, we got audio. Seems that way. All right, how's the audio? Good. My mic loud enough? All right, I think we good. You have a great hand. You don't need a partner. Oh man! All right. Oh Nala. Nala. Hi. Hi Nala. Hi Nala. What are you doing, huh? What are you doing? Oh yeah. Oh Nala. Oh Nala. Oh yeah. Oh my. Oh my. What? What are you doing, huh? Oh yeah. Oh. Oh. Ooh, 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 just like ooh. Oh shit. Somebody Harley. Yeah, how many times more? Don't care about that. I don't care about that. Yeah. Ooh. What happened? Wait. Luis is here. Thank you for the follow. I know who that is. What happened to your other account? You get banned? I think my music is really loud. Don't care about that. I mean to order in a few weeks. I know. I know. Trying to turn this music down. All right, there. I think that. I think that's about as good as I can do. Music seems really fucking loud today for some reason. Like, I know, I know. I don't know why. Like, I don't. I literally have it turned down to next to nothing. But it's just. I don't know why it's so loud this morning. Usually, usually I don't have to have it that quiet. I've been pretty good. We just it's summer, you know. We're just going, living life. Kids are about to go back to school here soon in another month or so. My oldest will be 18. Yeah, I'm chunky. I'm 220 pounds. I know. I messaged you back. I didn't get you back. I didn't message you back this morning after you replied back. I was making my drinks and I figured maybe you would poke your little head around in here. Uh, I stopped going to the gym. I got kicked out with, well, I didn't get kicked out. Okay. I was told I was no longer allowed to film. So I was no longer allowed to film in the gym. So I just canceled my gym membership. And now I'm just working out here in at home. I need a squat rack. If I get a squat rack, then I'd be great. Yeah. They didn't kick me out of the gym. They just said I couldn't film there, so I just canceled my membership. I'm like, oh, whatever. That's cool. I told them it was unfair. It was bullshit, but they're allowed to change the rules and they're allowed to do what they want, but it's still unfair. I got singled out, and it just, it was okay. Like, it was okay. It was, they had old equipment that was like constant maintenance. You know what I mean? Like, I kept a wrench, and I kept an Allen wrench and a crescent wrench and a screwdriver in my gym bag because oftentimes I would need them to tighten up the fucking machines. So it's yeah, I could do legs here. I would like to have a squat rack and a bench so that I can do actual bench press, right? Like, and just, not have to be stuck in this leverage system. But this thing is really a full gym. Yeah, it has everything I need. And plus, I have dumbbells. So I can build my dumbbells up to 62.5 pounds without having to be stupid and throw on like a 25-pound plate on one side. Well, congratulations. Cooking one in the oven, huh? Chester. Yes. Wasn't planned, but you're excited. Nice, cool. Well, that's cool. I know somebody else that's in this, that comes around, Eagle Scout. I mean, I think you're so early, right? Like the I think the biggest thing is that, like, you just need to be careful, like, for the, like, the stomach area, right? Like, things like that, right? You should be able to do most of the things that you can do, right? Like, I mean, to my understanding, they actually encourage women to work out, right? Yeah. Well, you said you're 2 months, right? So, I mean, you're still in the first trimester, right? So, like, you would be not really. I mean, maybe do you have like morning sickness and shit like that? I mean, that's like, I guess, usually like one of the first things, that kind of stuff. But I think, let's see. I'm trying to think when my wife started to show, like, after she got pregnant. I mean, maybe around. Yeah, that's good then. Yeah, I think it's different with everybody and every kid, every pregnancy too, right? Like, my wife had morning sickness, I think, for two of them that she was pretty sick through, and then I think it was Junior that I believe that Junior was just like a fucking breeze. I know, like, as far as giving birth, Junior just popped out. It was like, yep, here's a baby. There he is. Like, holy shit. it was so not like that with the first ones. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, congrats. I gotta blow my nose. I wish you the best with all that. You have quite a journey ahead of you. uh, Topless lift session. Okay. What do I got today? Maybe. I don't really go topless much anymore. I'm too fat. I look at that. Hmm. I actually just went to the store. We just went to Ross Dress for Less. We always go to Ross Dress for Less like before school starts, and you can get a lot of crazy old weird just random ass clothes that you would never ever be able to find other places. And so I went there and I was looking around. I was like, I'm just trying to look for some t-shirts, right? That's all I really want. Like most of my t-shirts that I have don't really fit me right now because they're all like slim fit shirts, and I'm a fat fuck now. So no, I don't understand I'm fat. I have a gut. My gut is here. It's with me. And so like wearing the tight shirts, like it's like instead of just like hanging straight down, they like get held out, and they're like, and some of them are short. So like when I lift my hands up, they come up and they like come up above my belly, and it's uncomfortable, you know? I don't like it. Plus my shoulders have gotten bigger, like just like in general, my shoulders. I'd say if there's one thing, looking at where I started, my lats, definitely shoulders, and my fucking chest, like have gotten a lot bigger. So all of that combines to like, more volume and shit. And it's just like I've slowly like outgrown all my t-shirts. So I need to like I had to get a couple more. So I finally found some. Went to the grocery outlet and I found some. This is not one of them. This is just one of my sleeveless ones. But I got some nice shirts. I think I got like 5 t-shirts. One button-up shirt that's like green, and then like 4 t-shirts and a couple pairs of socks. I love that store. I just, shopping is not like it isn't like it used to be. I'm 44 years old. Okay, so I remember like going out, right? Like my mom was a big shopper. She loved to go shopping, right? Like we lived out of town, and so like the way they would do it is, probably either tax returns or save up a big chunk of money, right? Get a bonus from work or something like that, and then we would go out and we'd go shopping, right? It'd be like, okay, you have like $150 to spend on clothes, right? That's your budget. And like, so we would go and we'd fucking go out and you could find a bunch of clothes and you go and like try them on and shit. Like, it doesn't like that anymore. You know what I mean? Like, it's just not like that. It's so much different. Like you used to be able to find like anything you need like at a couple different stores, right? Or you could go to the mall, and in the mall there was like 50 fucking stores to go to, right? Now it's not like that. What question? So much different nowadays. Shopping. Lose what do you think about you? What if you want to go? I think you should go topless while pregnant. I mean, hey, that's personal. You can do it if you want to. Yeah, absolutely. I look. I'm all about free titties. Okay. I, I wish that guys and girls both could just walk around topless. Like it would be great, right? I mean, like, look, guys get to show off their chest. Why can't girls go show off their boobs? I mean, it just the problem is the society would have to shift, right? Because like right now the problem is this, right? Is like unfortunately, and I've seen this happen. Okay, like I've been on a job where this has happened. uh, so we worked at this TriMet parking garage one time, construction, right? And we were building this parking structure, and they got this new safety coordinator, right? TriMet, the company TriMet got a safety coordinator, right? I was working with this guy Larry, Carl, like all these people, right? And anyway, because so Carl, the safety coordinator was a female. She was a girl, and she was she was not bad looking, right? Just she was she wasn't fat. I wouldn't say she was hot or anything like that. Like she wasn't really my type of person. Like, but like she wasn't ugly, you know. And she walked by one time, and Carl said, "Oh, you're looking nice today." That's it. That's what he said. If he said something else somewhere else along the way, which I really doubt that he did because he wasn't that type of person, he was just the type of guy that liked to just encourage everybody, right? He's just like, you know, he would like compliment you on your new shoes. He was just full of compliments, right? He was just one of those types of people. And later that day, Russ and Dan had to come out, the superintendents, right? And they had to get Carl, and they had to let Carl go. They had to send Carl to another job, right? They didn't fire him. They sent him to another job. He had to leave that project because she was going to push sexual harassment charges. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, fuck that. That's so fucking dumb. And so after that, we had a safety meeting the next morning, earlier than TriMet got there, right? And Russ was fucking livid. He was pissed. He fucking took his hard hat and he fucking threw it all the way across the fucking building. Like, it just, it was like he skipped his fucking hard hat across the water. He was so fucking mad, and it was like, and he's like, I don't want anybody to even fucking lay eyes on her, right? You don't even look in her direction. If a TriMet person comes up and talks to you, you pick up the biggest fucking 2x4 next to you and you fucking spin. And I don't even want you to say duck. Like, it's like, none of you are to talk to them at all. Ignore them. Act like they do not exist. Give them the cold shoulder, glare at them, but do not say a fucking word to anybody in a TriMet vest. And that's exactly what we did. And they hated it. TriMet fucking hated it. That chick was so uncomfortable after that. Like, they didn't know what was going on, but like it was fucked up. It was a fucked up situation. And it was great though, watching Russ just fucking flip out. You know, I mean, in construction it's different, right? You know, it's I'm not going to say it's a man's world, but like you typically have men, right? I've worked my fair share. I've worked with my fair share of women too doing construction, and I never ever underestimate a female in the trades. To do a topless fucking hot tub. I don't know where to go do topless hot tubs or skinny dipping. I mean, there's a river close by this area where I guess, you know, you could get topless and jump in, but it's not really. I mean, the river here is not a great one for swimming. There's a couple spots where you can go, and I mean everything up east, like everything out east of me was burned in the fires. So like places I used to go, like Salmon Falls and like stuff like that, where like, you know, you can get out in the woods, which is like an only like a 40-minute drive away from where I live, is just matchsticks now. It's sad. Probably going up there since I was a kid, you know, and it's I mean, I never said that. I mean, you know, I would imagine it helps with support. You know, I think, don't they get all sore? Like, and then like they start to get full because they just start to fill with milk and shit. Wouldn't just like letting them hang out like hurt? Do you think? I don't know. Would it be better to have them supported? You just have somebody walk around and just cup them all day. Just hold them up. Have I? Oh, you're pre. Yeah, I have. I have. Chester, don't be scared. I'm not gonna hit you with the weight. I would never. I would never, Chester. Hey, Chester. Do you want to go? Do you want to go inside now, huh? Should I put you in? Just realized. So, all right, the TTS is on. Hold on, I'm gonna go and do something. I gotta do something real quick. I know what I did. Not sure if I turned it up or down. My computer was all making a bunch of fucking noise in there talking. TTS is going on. My kids probably like, what the hell is going on? All right, I need to start working out. Some banded press downs. Let's see, where is that thing at? This one? Maybe this one. I don't help you decide. That's too light. No. I mean, I have my phone. It's over there. I think that must have been it. Discord. What do you mean? I'm supposed to use that to make my decision? Make your decision? Well, damn. Like, not showing at all yet. Yes, will be. What do we have next? Banded curls. All right. Mm. Topless is hot. I think I want to only use one. And much better. Well, I just say, you should. I mean, I guess you're not quite fully technically a MILF yet, but soon. Now, are you going to try and work out afterwards and stuff and get right back? I just kind of like minimal like shutdown for gym stuff and just whatever you can. I mean, I don't know. I've kind of been thinking about it. I mean, I'm about as heavy as I really want to be, you know? I'm like up at the upper end. If I was to get down to like 200, I think that would be good. But I'd have to just do cardio. That's really all. My workouts are good. It just I'm not doing any cardio. So, oh yeah, definitely. Well, and my hair's super fucking long. Look at this hair. I mean, I don't think I've ever had my hair be this long. You know, this is as long as my hair's ever been. Snow! What is going on? Welcome in, dude. How you doing?
Oh yeah, let's get somewhere.
That's right. Hobo era. Oh, there's snow on the wall. Look at there he is. What are you doing there? Some box squats or just vest squats? All right. Hell yeah. Yeah, it's nice to be able to like start to get my stream back together. I mean, when I went away and went and started working at the gym, I was doing more mobile, and I didn't really, I kind of lost focus on all of this stuff. And my PC was like in really bad shape as well. So what I ended up doing is finally rebuilding, not rebuilding, but building a new PC completely. Everything, case, all of it, all the parts, everything, all of it, whole new PC. Easiest way, right? And for what I was, I mean, I, goodness, limitless fitness. Thanks for the raid. Is that on? That's on Kick, I bet, because Botrick said it. See, now I can actually hear these things too, and I'm here at home. A lot of the stuff I would miss, like when I was doing mobile streams. All right, let's do some arm circles. But yeah, after building my new PC, I then took my old PC, like cleaned the motherboard really, really good, like extremely good. Took everything out, took it all apart, cleaned the CPU socket out, cleaned the fucking CPU, literally like sprayed it all down, got off all the gunk and stuff, and just kind of cleaned everything up. And then reset the CPU, made sure, put a nice little thick bed of thermal paste on there. And now I'm using that for my actual dedicated streaming PC. So I kind of gutted Windows 11 out, took out a lot of the unnecessary components, removed Windows Task Manager and replaced it with Process Hacker. Because on that PC, for some reason, Task Manager was just not working well. And I think, honestly, dude, Process Hacker is a way better program. Like task managers, dude, like the little, Control Shift Delete or Control Shift Escape, like that whole thing, it's so outdated. Like it has never changed. They've never had any major significant updates. And it's just like hard coded into Windows, right? Like, and it takes like some kind of like advanced removal methods to get rid of it. But it's not hard. I mean, and but Process Hacker gives you so much more detailed information, allows for like a lot better control of applications and stuff like that. Just you can terminate the entire tree or specific parts or components. It's really, really handy. And it works a lot better, runs a lot better. So now I have two PCs. The old PC that I had, uh, that I was playing games on, is now my streaming computer. And my new PC, I just kind of play games on it. And if I need to play games, I stream it to my RTMP server with an OBS and game capture. Like simple, lightweight, easy, right? Then I can get it over to my streaming PC and have all the 3D wall and all the emotes and all the things and all the overlays and all the things and stuff and bots and sound. But audio is a pain. I haven't figured out though. It just took me a couple years to master the program. But I finally did. Uh, Okay, so what's next here? Let's just start with our single arm preachers. So I like that. Maybe up one more. That's pretty steep. Okay. I'm going to take this bracelet off though. All right. Let's start with this. Be nice and light. Get us into the groove. I kind of want my gloves too because my hands are thrashed, dude. Now I feel like the music is fucking quiet, dude. Why does it keep doing this, man? It goes loud and quiet, loud and quiet. Like every song is so much different. I'm starting to remember why I hated the YouTube music selections. Up there. Electrifying radio. Welcome in. Oh. Okay. That's heavy for that many reps. I need to do the other arm. Electrifying radio on Kick. What's going on? I was wondering what platform you were on. Did you come in with the raid for Limitless? Nice. Well, welcome in. Yeah, Limitless is great. I know her from Twitch. Well, we're on both platforms, but yeah. Fuck. I have 5 more. Oh, man. Oh, yeah. Oh. That was set number 1. Now we're supposed to add weight and do 20, but I think I might just do 20. I don't know. I mean, the best I could do was be able to add like 5 pounds on one side. Oh, let's see. That's a 2.5. So this would be up 2.5. So now we're at 17.5. Or no, 25.5. My bad. 27.5. I'm stupid right now. Pump brain. That wrecks my forearms too. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think there's cross-platform song requests. So the song request stuff is all on Twitch. But I know bots are slowly kind of. Hell yeah. So what, are you in a wheelchair? Did you have an accident? Have you been in a wheelchair your whole life? My wife, one of her aunts she's in a wheelchair. God, it doesn't fucking slow her down any, that lady she's been in a wheelchair since she was 17. She was in a car accident, broke her back, her neck, or her back, right? She can move her hands and stuff, right? Like she's just from the waist down. What? Oh, I'm talking to somebody on Kick. Okay, so you're like, you don't really know anything other than it for yourself personally, right? Have you been in a wheelchair your whole life then? Is that? Yeah, I don't know. I never really. Yeah. How old are you, if you don't mind me asking? All right, I think we'll try this. We got 20. We can do a rest pause if we need to. Mm-hmm. Yes, it's kind of like why. I mean, unless it's something that. Oh, nice. We're about the same age then. I'm 44. You're a couple years older. Oh. Oh, fuck. Oh. God damn. Oh, my elbow. It just like gets so flared up on those. And since I'm heavier right now, and I've been eating a lot more carbs, my pumps get insane sometimes. I like when I was leaner, sometimes I just feel like I never got pumped. And now when I go in and I walk out of here, sometimes I feel like I'm like twice as big. Hell yeah. I'll be sure to check my Discord, Louise. I know I was kind of just not me and my son were playing games yesterday. And then I get terrible about actually like checking my shit. I usually check in the morning at the very least, like that way if I forgot anything or missed something, I can like at least get to it the next day. But unless I know somebody's going to be chatting with me, then I'll pay attention. But half the time I don't even bother with my notifications. I'm just like, I don't know what. Better not avoid holding them. All right. I mean, they're going to need some support, I think. So. Yes. Oh, my left arm. It's like ever since I broke my shoulder, it's really hard for my bicep to actually get a good solid connection. Pretty sure I need to do 2 more. More cardio. I know I haven't been doing cardio at all. Yeah, I broke my shoulder. Let's see, was it like maybe 10 years ago? It's been a while now. I mean, when I broke it, I was working out, and I was hit by a car on a motorcycle, and then I had broke my ankle, like 5 years prior to that, 4 years prior, and maybe not even that. I don't know how long, but I owed money on my ankle and I had fallen behind. And so I owed them money and they said, no, not until you pay us and pay off your ankle. We're not going to treat your shoulder. So I wasn't able to get my shoulder treated properly. because I was denied medical treatment. I didn't have insurance, and I wasn't working. I was self-employed at the time when this happened, and it sucked, you know. So then I got all depressed and like thought I was never going to be able to do anything, and like finally like someday around like 2019, like in like March, I was like, yeah, I feel like shit. I was like 235 pounds and like not in great shape, right? You know what I mean? Like I'm 220 now and I'm in like way better shape than when I was, at 220 on my way down, right? So I went and I lost a lot of weight and then held it off for a long time. I got all the way down to like 170, 165, 170 pounds. Kind of like bounced between like, 180 to 170, 180, 170 for like a couple years, then started to bulk slowly, slowly bulk, slowly bulk. And now I'm at 220 pounds. I'm also on TRT uh, because my testosterone numbers were really low when I turned 40. I got tested for testosterone 380, and then like at 42, I got tested again, and I was all the way down to 60 for total test numbers, and that's just super, super, super low. So they tested me again like 2 weeks later, and I was up to 80, but still really low. So they put me on TRT, and I've been on TRT for like a year and 3 months now, I think. So I feel a lot better. My numbers aren't like extremely high, right? They aren't. That's not the goal. The goal is to bring me back up to some kind of healthy version of a normal, right? And I mean, I eat pretty healthy, and still, even though I was eating healthy and stuff, TRT still dropped. Testosterone still declined majorly. So whatever it is that made that happen, I don't exactly know, but I'm only doing what my doctor's recommending. Uh, and I've talked to my doctor about it extensively. We had a whole doctor's appointment for like 30 to 45 minutes where I just asked her questions about testosterone and stuff, and she just answered and ultimately gave me her recommendation. Hey. And I'll say, after starting TRT, I didn't realize a lot of the symptoms that I was actually having that were due to low T. Like one, I was kind of depressed, and I didn't even really realize that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and there was just some other things too that I didn't. I mean, I knew that I was having some mental clarity fog, like just not being able to think quite clearly. Oh yeah, baby. Six. Ah. Ooh. Oh, Snail, what did you do today? Did you tell me already? I can't remember. What were you doing? Huh. Wow. Yeah. I mean, how was that making you feel? Were you like, are you feeling a lot better now? Like, are your energy levels up? Why is this just something due to aging? I mean, and your body not being able to absorb vitamins as efficiently, or like what do you think is the overall reason? Have you been deficient and just not realized it, or like what? Yeah, yeah, dude. The brain fog for me, yeah, definitely was one of the first things that I realized that I noticed when I started taking TRT was like, ooh, I can think better. Yeah. Yeah, I would imagine that that would make you feel pretty tired, right? Because vitamin B is definitely has a lot to do with our energy and the way that we, how we get it and stuff. Dude, our bodies are such a complicated thing, man. Yeah, nice. B12 corrected it all. Yeah, so I mean, I was feeling kind of similar things, and I mean, I haven't, I mean, when I went in and I got all my blood work done, I mean, I don't know. Do you think that B12? How is your testosterone? Like, what is that? Did you get testosterone numbers? What is your total test? I mean, they try to keep me around 800, right? That's where they want to ultimately have me. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, you're good. Solid then. That's actually, I think, actually pretty damn good for natural for somebody, older than 40. Right? Like, I think 600 is actually probably like on that, higher end of the natural spectrum. You eat pretty healthy too, yeah? I mean, do you meal prep or? 8. Come on. I had to give it a second. No, but you eat healthy, right, Snow? Like, do you meal prep, or do you just make like healthy meals every day, or how do you manage your diet? Yeah. All right, we got 2 more here. Okay, well, we finished our 10. It's so weird, man. The left arm just so much behind. We're gonna start going back the other way. Oh yeah. Yeah. I mean, hey, there's a lot of benefits to the carnivore diet. I mean, if you're going to be doing strict carnivore, then I'm assuming like no fruit, or veggies. Yeah, it's crazy, man. I mean, look, I'm, I think genetically speaking, right? Like we're all built different, right? And like if genes can, like, here's my theory. Okay, this is totally off the wall theorizing by crazy man psycho here. Okay, so like if genes can affect the fact that I can't get stoned from edibles, then they can certainly affect the way that my body processes the nutrition that I give it, right? Like, because if I have an altered enzyme gene, right, that if I have a gene in my liver that produces an enzyme that's hyper aggressive that kills THC before I'm able to get stoned, whereas my wife eats THC and she's like, "Ugh," so it's like, yeah, exactly, right? Like, so people need to like, and I think the more and more that we like start to study this and things like that, the more accepted it should become. But the exactly, and whether or not you should be eating like carbohydrates versus proteins and fats and this and that, and carnivore diet for you or not, right? Because there may be a person that doesn't do well on carnivore, and there may be a person that doesn't do well on vegetarian, or you know what I mean. I'm not going to say vegan because I just don't believe there is such a thing as vegan. Because think about this, right? For just if you're vegan, then your thing is no animal abuse, right? But to grow your nuts, they have to take bees from one location and transport them to another. And in the transportation process, like thousands and thousands of bees die. So you can't be vegan. You just can't be. Right? Vegan is just this. You just eat vegetarian, you fuckers. Like. Like it's just not possible. The vegan diet doesn't exist. Now, paleo, all these others, right? Like now they're just ways that we eat, right? The only diets that I think really make much of a difference would be like carnivore, keto, low carb, or you have your like standard, right? Like balanced. Oh, okay, come on. I mean, and plant-based, also plant-based, which would be, vegetarian or, that along those lines, I suppose. Fuck. Come on. Oh, my left arm is just so weak. We'll see if we can do 5 more. Okay, so close. Not gonna do it though. Oh man. But no, I think like okay, so carnivore is strictly meat, right? Some salts and minor seasonings. Then you got keto, which is high fat, right? Like 70%, 60 to 70% fat, calories from fat. And then some other rules like less than like 5% or like 10% of calories from like carbohydrates, right? So now with keto and carnivore, we're actually tapping into the same mechanical principle within the body, right? Like this is ketosis. So when you're on carnivore or on keto, you're in fucking keto. You're like you're in a state known as ketosis. The liver produces ketones and tells the body to burn fat for energy because there's no glycogen. Right now, scientifically, we don't actually need to have glycogen, or not glycogen, carbohydrates, because our body can do this crazy thing, and it can break down muscle or excess protein in the body and turn it into glucose. In a sense, giving our brain the glycogen and the glucose that it needs to survive and thrive. Right? We don't need that much to be able to think clearly and have that kind of stuff, right? So there's a lot of science backing behind both of these diets, but they are both very, very strict, right? There's not a lot of flexibility within them because if we take something like carnivore or keto and we're like, it's a birthday party today, I'm gonna have some cake. Hell yeah, give me a chocolate strip, man, and some scoop of ice cream, right? Like this is going to just absolutely fucking yank you right the fuck out of keto, completely like instantaneously like convert your body into burning carbs again, and like then it's going to take your body some time to get back into that state, right? Like it's so it's best to just maintain, right, the keto state. Now that being said, keto and carnivore can oftentimes feel like you're able to cheat like all the time because you can eat things like bacon, you can eat, sometimes you can get away with some cheeses, right? Like, there's a lot of things that you get to eat on keto that like just wouldn't be acceptable in any other type of fucking diet that allows you to cut. And you're like, how do you eat a hamburger and you lose weight? Like how'd you eat a bacon cheeseburger, bro? Keto buns. Like keto buns, dude. That's how. No carbs, right? But this doesn't fall into carnivore so much because then you're utilizing carbohydrates in a sense, So carnivore is even more strict, right? Just really just like a lot more boring for some people. And I mean, it sounds great to be able to eat a steak every day until you start to eat steak every day. And then, sometimes some people get tired of that, right? Now, on the other side of that, right, like with plant-based versus like having meat and animal-based fats, right, versus plant-based fats. Now, animal-based fats definitely do take arteries more, right? There's evidence. There's tons of evidence to support this too. So also with plant-based, that doesn't really happen. It just doesn't happen. Now, when you're in ketosis, though, however, I think the plaque buildup and stuff like that. So like over longer periods of time of eating fat, well, it sounds like it's kind of weird, right? But like your body is able to burn that fat and stuff like that. And I think actually blood circulation, it stays good, but like with anything, too much of anything is a bad thing. Taylor, what's going on? Welcome in. How are you? It's Flex Friday, Taylor. Shit. Oh. Daddy the Beast. Welcome in. Okay. All right. We got one more set on this side. Oh, and then that's done for curls. After that, I think we move on to something tricep. I don't really know. Taylor, how have you been? Are you working today? Nannying? Are you doing the nanny thing? Easy bar drag curls. All right. So we're not done. We're going to just completely obliterate. Oh, yeah. I just changed the playlist the other day. It's like I think like maybe like an 80s, 90s alternative rock or something. I don't know. Can't remember. Just something I pulled off YouTube. I got to say, for songs, I think I like Spotify the best, just because they really understand the music you listen to. I mean, the whole thing is music, right? So it's like it's a little bit easier for them to point you in the right direction. YouTube gets messed up with the other algorithm stuff, right? Like, I don't know. I just don't watch it very much. If I listen to music, I usually listen to music, not watch music videos. You know what I mean? I'm doing something else, so YouTube's not usually my primary source. I need to build a big playlist. Whew. Oh shit. My elbow, my arm, all of it. Oh. I want to do 5 more. And then we got drag curls. Come on. Oh, fuck. Oh my God. Do you start work late today, Taylor? So you said have half day. You don't start until later? Yeah. Oh my God. This is really good for the drag curls. I actually really like it. I feel like this machine is crooked though. Like it's weird. That mirror doesn't make it feel any different. I wonder if my shims fell out. You know, they charge $200 for the fucking feet for this thing to be able to pin it down. Plus, if I drilled holes in this concrete, I'd probably get in trouble. We rent, so they wouldn't want me drilling holes in the concrete anyways. So it's kind of like it moves, and I had a level out here somewhere. Where'd it go? I don't know. Then I had a couple wedges over here. Don't really care. I'm just lifting. All right, with 25. Okay, let's see. Oh. Oh man. Oh. I should have built with fives so that I could drop the weight easier. Oh, fuck. Ah. Oh man. Oh boy. Let's see. I definitely feel like I'm pumped. Where's that tape measure? Look, let's see what we got here. $17, roughly, around there. If I go 17 inches, baby. Dude, I'm measuring at 18 to the 1. So burning an inch, minus 1, 18, minus 1, 17. It's pretty damn good, huh? ISA. I'd say it's probably the biggest number I've ever measured on my arms. I am pretty pumped right now. My booty is 43, in case you're wondering. I measured it the other day. 43. I know you were curious. And now you know. My neck is 18. My biceps are almost as big as my neck. Can you believe that? Is that weird? Should my bicep be bigger than my neck? What do you think? My neck is 18 inches. Your booty's still bigger. Better to bounce with. All right, let's do this set again. You need a measuring stick? I got one. Oh my God, these like I don't even know what these do. They hurt, is what they do. Oh. Fuck yeah. Are we done with those? I don't know. Do we have one more? How many of these are we supposed to do? Oh shit. One more round. Fuck. God damn it. Yeah, sometimes with bigger booties, it takes two people to measure, especially when you're measuring something like a recoil. I mean, you can't see your own recoil. Come on, like somebody has to watch that. I mean, I suppose you could set up mirrors, you know. But where's the fun in that? Oh my goodness. Let's see. I'll see what I weigh right now, today, at this moment in time. Oh man. 215.4. It's been like, I measured myself at the beginning of the week, and I've tried to do a little bit better about like bad things not being put in my mouth. Candy, it's been around. Uh and then also like drinking stuff and just eating a lot of food, like that. I've been eating a lot of food. All right. Okay. Bad things in and swallowing. But they taste so good. Up to the end, Eddie the Beast, appreciate you. Okay, this is our last set of these things. No, I can die for a minute. Not for too long, though. Okay, I don't know. My arms. I don't know my arms anymore. Hold on a second. I need to get rid of those. Wipe my face down. Oh, what about my forearm? My forearm looks fucking chunky right now, too. Let's see. I should have just left this thing undone. My forearm is 14 and a half. If I really flex it, it's like all the way up to 14. I have a bunch of old measurements that I took. I should see where I'm at comparison to them. I think it's called Body Measure. It's an app. Like all my data is still on there. believe I still have it. Okay, anyway, that was the bicep barrage. We are done. Oh, God. All right, phase 2, tricep termination, overhead extensions. Let's see. Let me try. I might. So we're gonna go singles to double. Let's see. I mean, oh shit. Oh yeah. So I got a tattoo gun. A real genuine tattoo gun. Oh, I got a tattoo gun. I got a bunch of ink, and I'm gonna color this fucker in. I want to do that, and then I'm probably gonna have my wife give me a couple tattoos. I'm excited to color it in. Like I started to, but it was taking way too fucking long. I couldn't get the ink to fucking stick. It was not working anymore, and I didn't want to fucking continually just like hack at my skin like that, you know? So I stopped. Hey, one day I'll get a tattoo gun and I'll color this fucker in or go in somewhere and get him to touch it up. But now I finally got the gun. So maybe we'll do a tattoo stream here soon. And I'll color that goddamn thing in on my leg. And then I need to figure out what I want to do for covering up this shit on my arm. And just what else I want. I don't know. I mean, I would say this, right? Don't ever tattoo someone's name on your body other than like, you know, like a child or like a mother or father or something like that, right? Like, you know, some kind of memoir of a friend or something. You know what I mean? Like that's a little different, right? But like tattooing or branding yourself as somebody else's with a fucking tattoo, I think is just like not a great thing for people to do. And honestly, like where if somebody decides to get a tattoo, I mean, whatever. Depends on if you want people to see it or not, you know? Like oh fuck me. Ah, my hands are up. Oh man. You know, wherever you would want. Honestly, like it just depends. People get tattoos. Like common places would be shoulder, stomach, chest. I guess, you know, maybe for, you know, hips, back, right? Legs. I mean, there's so many places. It just depends on what you're after, you know? Like if you got a tattoo, what kind of tattoo would you want? You know? Like, would you want something like what have you ever thought about it? You know, like what would you want to have? You know what I mean? Like honestly, like this one here is my initials. Okay, this one means like this one means crazy, like violent, and uh, this is like really nothing, right? This has zero fucking meaning to me whatsoever, other than the fact that I did it, right? Like, and then, I mean, this says Juggalo. Also, one I did to myself, which was a fucking pain in the ass. I'm telling you, that one was so fucking hard to do. But I would love to get this one, like, kind of like, you know, like some shading around the letters, clean up the letters a little bit. I've always liked that old English style of writing, you know, and I wish the letters were just a little bit bigger, but it's okay. You can't wish on your tattoos, right? Like it's just like either you can cover them up somehow or expand on them. Yeah, I just want to get it colored, right? Like it needs like some coloring on it, you know, like so that it can kind of like stand out a little bit more, and maybe clean up the lines a little bit, make them a little bit more uniform as far as thickness, line thickness on them all would be great. So go over it with like a best viewed from below. Yeah. So I mean, and that's what else do I have? One on my calf. That's it. That's all I got. One, two, three, four, five, six tattoos. Six tats. All right. Let's see what. Let's go one more round here on these. But what I would really like, I want this to be covered up, right? And I want it to be covered up with a big skull, right? Like, so this is what I'm thinking, right? Like, if you could cover it up in a way that, like, I mean, obviously this would still kind of be there. My wife, like, kind of had a plan for this thing, and she like drew a picture on my arm, and it looked really badass. We just needed to shift it a little bit more this way because it kind of went like that, like down like this. It needs to go down like to here, right? Like, so the bottom of the skull needs to be like here rather than like over here. And that way it's covering more of the side and the front of my arm. And then just put a skull there with a missing tooth. Yeah? A skull, and like it's trying to rip out of the arm. Like it's trying to come out or something, and then have it be like having a missing, with a missing tooth. So it'll be like my own soul trying to rip out of my body. And like it's something like that. I mean, like I think that'd be cool, right? Like that'd be so fucking awesome. And then maybe just kind of like work some kind of like sleeve into this. Like I would love to have sleeves, like full on like sleeves. I would dig it. That'd be badass. Little skull with the missing tooth on your inner thigh. All right, let's see. One more. Did my music stop? Hold on, I gotta skip. I think we're like. I don't know what's happened. It was just like a really long ending to a song that didn't have any sound or something. All right. Hold on. Oh man. This is my last set of these. Oh fuck. Oh man. Whew. Oh man, I need a drink. I need a drink. Where's my water? Oh, shit. I know. It's hot out here. All right, we need to finish this shit up. Now I think we're doing skull crushers next. So that, I don't know. I don't know where I really like the bench to be on that. I think like about here might actually be pretty good. Ow. Ties or skull crushers. Have you seen? Did you see when I crushed the watermelon, Taylor? It was like, I think last summer, or maybe the summer before, I brought a watermelon out here and crushed it. It was actually pretty tough. I mean, I'm not going to lie, it took me a little bit. I've actually done 2 of them now. 2 watermelons. Somebody's like, why? I would have picked like the smallest watermelon. I'm like, where's the fun in that? It was a fight. It was a struggle. I was out here rolling around, trying to crush the watermelon in my booty shorts. I'm pretty sure I wore my booty shorts too. My little like fucking tight spandex ones. All right, this is 50 pounds, and I think we want to do. How much are we doing here? We'll just keep it there because we'll do a wider grip, and then we'll. Yeah. So we're gonna just switch from wide grip to an booty short Friday. I know, right? I usually wear them on Wednesdays during leg day. I have another pair though. Now I have like 2 or 3 pairs of booty shorts because somebody just bought me Borg Max bought me another pair. He bought me some underwear, some new underwear, and some booty shorts. But I think the booty shorts they're in the dryer. They're in the clean clothes right now. They just got washed. Oh, this is like light. Ugh. Oh shit. My underwear have titties and ass on them. I know that's a weird thing to just come out and say. They do, though. They're made up of titties and ass. It's like, it's not just white and black checkers. No, no. It's titties and ass. Yeah. You should make a checkerboard like that out of titties and ass. The titties and ass checkerboard. The pieces can be titties and asses. All right. Doo doo. My titties and ass underwear. Look at it. Can you see them? Titties, ass. If you're white, titties. If you're black, your ass. Yeah, that's the way it goes on this checkerboard. You don't pick white or black. We pick titties or ass. I'm not sure who goes first. Like, which came first, the chicken or the egg? The egg, obviously, laid by a bird that wasn't a chicken. Duh. Then we called it a chicken. Okay. Nope. Hold on. We're gonna add. A little bit of weight here. Hey. Oh, Buzzy Ranger, good afternoon. Shit. Oh man. Oh. Dude. Oh fuck. Buzzy Ranger, how was your day? Oh my goodness. Oh. Arm day. I measured my arms today, my bicep, at 17 inches, Buzzing Ranger. Flexed 17, right bicep. All right, we're going to do this one more time here. And then I think we're getting close. We got like some, just a finisher after this. Wants me to do some 21s, ballistic curls. My headphone about to die? Really? Where have you been that fucking long? What are you talking about? I got, my hair is too fucking long. All right. Did I pause it? I did. Okay, last set of skull crushers. Oh shit. Hold on, I gotta take my fucking head off. Oh shit. Fuck. Oh. Where are you headed? Oh man. Well, my phone is at 15%. We got our Trump bill. You know, it's like I've seen more and more people removing the Trump signs from their yard in the last, like 6 months. It's like you used to be able to be driving around like all over, right? Like especially when you get like out of town, right? Like so for example, here in Oregon, right? Oregon is a Democratic state, right? It won Democrats won, but I don't think Oregon matters much in the overall scope of it all, right? Like Oregon's a small state, but in the city, like in Portland and Albany and Eugene and Corvallis and all these places, it's Democrat or liberal, like all the way, right? All the way. So like, but you get in the outskirts, right? Where the farmers are, right? Where the people who own land and stuff like that, where you have like all these people that own massive amounts of land, so they naturally are way more scarce because people in the city, they might own land, but the land that they own in comparison to the land that somebody out out that owns acres, right? In comparison to their like quarter acre lot, maybe if they're fucking lucky, right, to have that much. I mean, they have enough land to have a fucking house. You know what I mean? And so you got like all these people that actually own property too within the city limits. And then not only that, but just renters stacked on top of each other, right? You know what I mean? Like so then that you paint the state, right? And it looks red, but it's not. It's blue because the cities are what really matter here because everybody else outside the city, like they aren't the general population of Oregon. You know what I mean? Like they're like totally not. And so it's kind of it gives this false misrepresentation, right? When you start to get outside of the cities, you start to see the Trump signs everywhere, right? All over the place. You get into the city, they're no more. They don't exist, right? They fucking don't fucking exist. But now, right? Our last trip that we went on to the beach just a few weeks ago, I think I saw like one fucking Trump sign, dude. Like one. Like, like, dude, I am just not seeing it anymore, and they're gone, bro. People have taken them down. The neighbor across the street, bro, he was like, he had a Trump sign up and he fucking took it down. Like, when they started like deporting people by the fucking masses, bro, he fucking went outside and took his Trump sign down. Because it's like, I mean, dude, people like even even the immigrants, man, agree that like borders should be secure. But like, dude, this is so much more than border security. What's going on right now? I mean, they're looking to hire like 10,000 new fucking ICE agents, man. They have more funding now than like most militaries in the world, Like that is insane, dude. And this is like within our own nation, policing our own fucking people. Well, okay, so like I was just watching a thing this morning, and it was a farmer or a guy. He was in the Dalles, Oregon, which is up east, up north and east of me, right? So you go up to Portland, and then you go out 84 out east. There's a lot of cherries and shit like that out there, right? Tons and tons of fucking cherries. Well, guess what? Ain't nobody working their fields, because the people that work these fields, these people, they come up from like California and like other places, and they work the fields, right? Like they work their way up from California up to Oregon, and then they go back down and go back to their homes, and like it's like so we have a multi-layered problem here, right? That aside from immigration, like here's the problem. For too long, farmers have been allowed to pay people a shitty fucking wage, right? Just not a living standard, right? So the only people is this on purpose or by design? It's by design because then who gets the jobs? The immigrants. The immigrants take them because the United States citizens won't take them because first off, it wouldn't be safe for the farmer to hire that person because they would get sued. You know what I mean? Because they can't pay them appropriately, right? They can't treat them the right way. They just don't have the capability or the means to do it, right? So they hire immigrants, you know, and for too long they've been allowed to get away with this. You know what I mean? Without any like serious repercussions or anything like that, right? And then on top of that, you have the government sticking their fucking hands into everything, right? Like, genetically modified food, for example, right? Like going and saying, "Oh, hey, farmer A, do you want to grow my crop?" And he's like, "Sure." Farmer B next door, "Do you want to grow my crop?" He's like, "Get the fuck off my porch." So 4 or 5 years go by, and now the government comes back and says, "Hey, thanks, Farmer A. Hey, Farmer B, why are you growing our shit?" And he's like, "I'm not." And they're like, "Well, let me go walk your fence line and see if that's true." They're like, "This is your property, right? You see these fucking beans right here? These are our beans. I don't care if they came from that field. They're on your property, so we're gonna sue you." And like you have things like this that go on as well, right? It's like the government tries to control it, right? And like it's so who's to blame? I guess immigrants. Why not? I mean, it doesn't make any sense, right? Like it's just like that. So how are the immigrants the ones to blame? I mean, and then you want to start unpacking that whole fucking issue and about immigration. And I mean, the fact that like if you're fucking white and you're sitting here talking about immigration and all these things, you're likely either like a child or a grandchild or a great grandchild of someone who immigrated to this country, right? In turn, essentially like changing whatever citizenship you would have had and ultimately making it the United States. You're now a U.S. citizen because you were born here, right? I mean, we like the Indians that were here before, either got killed, sold to slavery, or sent north or south to Mexico or Canada. And in Canada, they weren't too nice to them over there either. So, the ones that went down to Mexico, I guess they actually got to survive and thrive, right? And then we go down there and we fuck their shit up with the cartel and the creation of that, whole thing. And like, drugs and cocaine and like we all know how much the United States government was involved in that whole thing. And now look at we have the cartel and we're sitting here going, the cartel, they're the bad ones, man. The bad ones are right there. It's them. And then meanwhile, like I don't know if anybody's seen this little fucking story about this whistleblower over in Palestine, that Green Beret whistleblower, that little Amir, the kid that got shot after receiving a bag of fucking beans and saying thank you, and then walked over and ran and got shot, and in the background you hear two very clear Southern American voices going, "Well, I think you got him." And he's like, "Yeehaw, motherfucker, hell yeah!" Like, what the fuck, dude? Like, these are the people that shot, right? You know what I mean? They're from here, bro. Like, they're contractors from the United States over there killing these motherfuckers as they come to try and get food aid. And if you notice one thing, right? Like, one thing that I've started to notice is that now at this point, the only faces that you see coming to receive food are like elderly women, are not very many, and old and kids, like all kids younger than like 15. Every single one of them. That very few adults are left in the crowds to come get their food, right? And then and it's like you just have these fucking horrific acts. I mean, and I just this whole fucking society, dude, is just like And anytime the United States tries to do anything, to say anything or whatever, or tries to do anything over there, or tries to deny this or that to Israel, Israel like somehow, some way, shape, or form, like tries to like blackmail the U.S. or the world or something. Like, oh, if you don't give us aid, we're gonna bomb Gaza. Like we're gonna fucking bomb Palestine again. You know, we're gonna fucking go drop bombs and continue our war. So give us aid, give us our weapons so that we can continue the war anyways, right? And like it's just and so now it's to the point where you literally have two fucking sides within the United States that are literally going, hey, no, this is happening. No, that's a fucking lie. This is happening. No, these motherfuckers are lying. This is what's really going on. And now the government is like, okay, so any states that have pro-Palestine stuff, fuck your federal aid, right? Your tax money that you're fucking forced to pay us, that you rely on, that you give us in the hopes that we'll give it back to you when you need it. No, fuck you, and fuck your state because you guys are pro-Palestine and you're fucking you believe in the genocide. But no, that's not happening. If you believe in the genocide, then fuck your state, fuck your federal funding, fuck this, fuck that, right? Like how the fuck do we accept this as the thing we are right now? And everybody that like I was close to, right, that I follow on Facebook, like that supported Trump, that voted for Trump, all this stuff right now, guess what? They're shutting the fuck up. Their mouths are sealed. As soon as like all this fucking shit hit the fan, they shut the fuck up, right? They don't want to talk anything about it. They just want to pray, right? And praise God and thank God Almighty and all this. It's just fucking disgusting, dude. You hide behind people hiding behind their fucking faiths, you know, like whatever faith that may be. Like instead of like admitting you were wrong for voting for this fucking asshole, you know. But I mean, I guess it is what it is, you know. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, and that's not even a new announcement, you know. Like if you've been listening to the Hebrew things that he says in Hebrew, then he's been saying this all along. You know what I mean? Like this is just the first time that he's announced it to the world. You know what I mean? Like that in an English way, right? Because every time they talk in English, they lie through their fucking teeth and or you know whatever it is, right? Because but like if you translate his Hebrew speeches, they've been forever saying that nobody, woman, man, child, no, there are no innocent civilians in Gaza. They are all despicable human beings and they need to be gone off the face of this planet Earth, right? That is literally like what they're fucking saying in Hebrew. I mean, they aren't sugarcoating it over there. Not at all. And they think we're stupid, you know, and I mean, we've proven to be pretty, I guess not stupid, but like, you know, like it's just like, I mean, you know, look, it's like this, right? Netanyahu doesn't give a fuck about his people, right? Like he don't give a fuck about them, dude. They're pawns to him, right? They just get him what he wants, right? Same with Putin, right? Like, you know, does Putin fucking care about the lives of his fucking people in his country? No, he doesn't. They are his tools to use as he wishes, right? That's what they are. That's all they are. You don't even get a vote, bro. Like fuck your vote. Vote. Like I'll kill the fucking opposers, right? Trump wishes he could have it this way, right? He just like he wishes that he could just go like arrest every fucking Democrat that ever existed and just throw them away, lock away the fucking key, and turn them all into his own fucking slaves to mass produce whatever the fuck he wants for himself, right? At zero cost. Like that is literally the idea world for Trump. The ideal world that Trump wants. He wants to just be the king, be worshipped, have his fucking feet licked and shit like that. You know what I mean? And like just everybody worship me, and if you don't worship me, then you should be locked away in prison for the rest of your fucking life. In fact, why don't we send you to another country that you don't even belong to? Maybe they'll have you in their prison because we don't want you here, right? Like your citizenship is not worth anything. And I mean, this might sound ridiculous, but you know, like 10 years ago, explaining to somebody what would have happened, what would happen right now today, what they would have been like, nah, that wouldn't happen. Like if I would have told my mom, like something like this was going to happen, like within 10 years, right? She wouldn't believe me. You know what I mean? She wouldn't have believed me, you know? And now we're here, right? We're here to this point, right? I mean, you have people literally saying like, oh, I mean, Trump is netting all this money in his personal accounts. Like, I don't care, whatever, that's cool. Who cares? You know what I mean? But when Biden or when Democrats are in office, it's like, oh my God, Nancy Pelosi's using the office for personal gain. You know what I mean? Like, look at how much money these people made while in office. Like, what? So the rules only apply to the other side. And then you even have people that are just like, yes, absolutely, the rules only apply to the other side. Why would the rules apply to me? I'm on the right side, so I can do whatever the fuck I want to. You have to obey the rules, not me, right? Like, not me. No, you do. That's for you guys. The rules are for Democrats, not Republicans. We can do whatever the fuck we want. Like, that is such fucking absurd thinking, and you got people literally out there like arguing these fucking absurdities, dude. And it goes viral. And people think it's fake because it's so fucking absurd that how could it be fucking real? But it is, because people are stupid. Like, I mean, I just like, I don't know, man. I don't even know what to think anymore about it all, dude. I'm just like so confused about everything, man. Drives me nuts, bro. It really does. It really fucking does. And, the biggest issue that I have with it all is honestly the race card. I mean, with me, there is no reason, there is no fucking room for racism, man. If you're fucking racist, then fuck off. Like, and I don't care. We're not going to argue about it. There ain't nothing to argue. You know what I mean? Like, there is literally no argument. I'm sorry. If you're racist, we can't talk. And you don't need to be my follower if you're a racist. Fuck. Right? Like, you can just fuck right on out of here with your follow. I don't fucking want it. Like that's literally how I feel. If you're a racist individual, like, then you got, I don't know, man. And this is the problem that I have with a lot of the politics things, right? Is with my issues are with racism and dehumanization of a certain type of person because of the color of their fucking skin or some other type of thing that they can't control, right? And when Christians sit there and want to argue, but we've been prosecuted. Yeah, but you don't have to tell anybody you're a Christian, right? But people can't hide the color of their skin, right? You know what I mean? Like, you can choose to not tell your religion and never be prosecuted for it, right? You see what I'm saying? So it's not a valid argument. And it just like, it only, when you say that kind of stuff, like when you really want to try and compare persecution of race to persecution of religion, I mean, are you serious right now? Like, you can't even compare to do. They are not comparable to one another at all, in the slightest, especially when the one that's talking about the persecution of Christianity is trying to persecute other people for their fucking religions, right? Do you see what I mean? Like, you're like, okay, now it goes beyond. It's like now it's like you're the only one that can be right. Like, you see what I mean? Like, that's just an ignorant thought. And trying to compare something that you don't have to disclose to somebody, that somebody could never look at you and be like, oh, that person is a Christian, or that person is a Catholic, or atheist, or whatever kind of fucking religion or not religion that person may be based on visual appearances. How the fuck can you even tell? You know what I mean? Like, you can't tell. But like, I could look at somebody and see that their skin's dark. You know what I mean? And there's nothing they could do to hide that. I don't have to. They don't have to tell me that they're a black person. I know. I can see that. I can see that you're black. You know what I mean? Like, you can't hide that from me. I know. I can tell. I can look at you and I can see it. Right? but I can't see that you're a Christian. I can't see that you're a Catholic. I can't see that you're this. I can't see that you're that, right? So it doesn't have any value. It only like just kind of like it it doesn't do anything to argue your point, okay? And that is unfortunately the parents that I have when it comes to this kind of shit. And my dad, he believes that Mexicans take the jobs, that illegals take the jobs that the hardworking Americans could otherwise have and do. Right? They are the ones taking work. They are the ones, and not only that, but then he goes as far as to use derogatory terms about Mexicans while we're in the house. And I mean, I understand he was drunk, but I mean, let's see here. Has anybody been drunk before and said things like, when you say the things you say when you're drunk, like oftentimes it's like an enhanced version. I know that sometimes being drunk can kind of like escalate things, but like the true you starts to come out, right? The person that you like filter from daily life and society and things like that, the nastiness that you don't want people to see about yourself. Like when you're drunk, you just can't hide that, right? Like the true form of you comes out, right? And like I mean, like values don't suddenly change when you're drunk. Like I don't become drunk and suddenly become a racist asshole, right? You know what I mean? Like deep down inside, I would already be that racist asshole, right? You see what I'm saying? It's not that the alcohol made me that. It's that the alcohol took the filter off from what I was hiding, right? Like so people really got to see me. And I've always believed that, and I mean, I'm an alcoholic, man. I would have to say, right, like I have the progressive disease. Like when I drink, I black out, right? That's where I'm at with alcoholism. Okay, I've drank quite a bit in my life, and I don't really drink anymore, and I can stay within my limits, right? Like, I can drink casually for a night, be fine, have fun, enjoy myself, get drunk, get tipsy, and drink to the point of where I don't black out, right? Like I can know, and I can maintain, and then having my family and stuff like that around. If I do, usually we're at a situation like a quinceañera or some kind of party where there's beer and people are like, yeah, let's fucking dance and have a beer, have another beer, have another beer, have another beer, yeah, woo. I mean, it's like it's a fun time, right? I don't see anything wrong with responsible drinking around family members and get-togethers and things like that, and having fun, celebrating people's birthday parties and that kind of shit. I see nothing wrong with that. Like, and I mean, and with people there, you can be a little bit more responsible. I can, anyways, with my family and stuff. I don't really like to drink anymore. Drinking for me was always a social party thing, right? I never really liked to. I was never the type of person that came home and got drunk on my own. However, I like to fucking smoke weed, and I smoke weed on my own. I like to smoke weed on my own. I, uh, I like to smoke weed with people too. I mean, smoking a bowl and passing a fucking bong around. Like if you got like a fucking couple grams, 2, 3, 4 grams or something like that, like 5, 6 people. I mean, shit, man, you got, everybody can get a decent hit or two, right? Off a bong. You guys can have some fun, chit chat, talk. I mean, some of these are the best times I've ever had, man. When we were kids and stuff, passing around the fucking joint, the blunt, the fucking thing, whatever, right? Like that. Those were some good times, man. I mean, I've always been a stoner at heart. I love to get stoned. No, like I said, the alcohol, drinking, that was just something that would just happen. We'd go get party, get drunk, whatever. I never really and truly liked it though. Every now and again, though, I will drink like a good ale or something on a nice hot day, and it tastes good. You know, But yeah, I don't drink very often anymore. Hold on, guys. Give me a second. I got to run to the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back.